Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to Hold the Ball HTB. I hope you're well. Thanks again for tuning in. I appreciate it. Another episode of League Checkmate. Again, I'm not going to give you guys the introduction or the value system. Please check my prior videos. But I think it'll be worth a bit of education into the background of chess. But in saying that, before we get into it, hit that intro. So as you can see, I'm doing two teams here. It is the Dragons and the Titans, that's right. And again, with this video here, it's basically my thoughts on who is the king, right down to the pawn. We're going to pretend that in this chess game here, in my one anyway, the HTB chess game, there are only two pawns. So we're going to pretend that that's that. And I want to go through basically, it's a ranking system. And FYI, in a game of chess, a pawn can actually go to the other end and become a queen. So again, this is not this is where they'll stick as much as it is this is where they're at. This is the value they have. So again, if you understand that, I think it'll make more sense. But in saying that, we'll get into it. So here we go. First things first, the Dragons. All right, so in the Dragons, the king, Ben Hunt. Easy as that. Obviously, an experienced veteran, someone who's been there, somebody who knows what it's like, the highs and the lows again. Somebody who can lead and continue to lead this Dragon side with a mix of youth as well as older players or as I call them, vets. He has the key, in my opinion anyway, to unlock some of that potential that the Dragons do have in store for them heading into the season. For the Queen, Zach Lomax, the golden boy. He is the future, in my opinion, of the club. He is their standout leader in regards to just young up-and-comers. Again, what he can do is unspeakable. I think he's got a lot of talent. He's somebody who is coming through the ranks. Obviously, again, if he plays well enough, can be named in that New South Wales squad too. Just what he can do on the field. He's their go-to. He's their strike weapon. Dragons, in my opinion anyway, very lucky to have someone of the caliber that is of Zach Lomax. Somebody who can absolutely bring it on. So it'll be good to see what Zach can do heading into the season. For the Rooks, I have Andrew McCulloch as well as Tyrell Sloan. Obviously, Andrew McCulloch here, first and foremost. Great player. Obviously, we know he's a vet as well. Of that Ben Hunt ilk. Again, hooker. Again, director. Again, commander. Again, captain. He knows what to do. He's been in very good squads. Obviously, through Queensland to the Broncos. And again, adds more experience. How will he sharpen this squad heading into this year? Again, as I said, with a mix of youth as well, it's going to be interesting. But I think he's definitely a go-to heading into 2022. Tyrell Sloan. What more needs to be said? He was brilliant. He's got the pace. He has got the keys, the knowledge. He is just a go-to player. He's the future fullback, in my opinion, of this Dragon squad, to be fair. He's young as well. Has a good, strong pedigree. And in my opinion, in my opinion as well, along with Zach Lomax, are the future of this club. And it's going to be brilliant to see how he goes heading into the future. But the Dragons have a good one in Tyrell Sloan. For the Bishops, I have Talatau Amone as well as Tyrell Fuimaono. So again, with Talatau Amone, he is the 5'8". He is the one that's taken over the reins now since Corey Norman is no longer. I think Talatau Amone has... or will, in my opinion anyway, have a game that is different. I think he offers a bit of that ad-lib, similar to Corey Norman, but I think he also adds a bit of direction as well. Doesn't mind attacking the line here and there, picks the spots well, will be very handy. And again, just seeing how he'll gel alongside Ben Hunt will be very crucial, I think, for the Dragons heading into 2022. With Fuimaono, not much to be said. A barnstorming second rower, strong player. Tackles, yes, can be a bit aggressive, but again, in my opinion, offers a lot of that forward dynamic that I think will be very much needed for this Dragons team, and I do see him personally as a leader of this pack heading into 2022. For the Knights, in the Knights position, I have is Tyreek Sims as well as Francis Molo. Both of these players, again, exuberant. Tyreek Sims, do I need to say much? He is a loyalist. He's a very strong player, good ball runner. Has shown time and time again that he can be quality, and obviously has played for the Blues as well in recent years. He's that type of player that you need in your squad. Though he ages, I think he ages like fine wine. Very good player, and is going to be solid in my opinion heading into 2022. Another player as well, Francis Molo. Solid, tough player, gritty, dirty, around the edges. Doesn't mind a bit of the argy-bargy, a bit of that rough sort of league. And again, will be a good player standout as well, leading the forwards for the season. So for the pawns, I've got Moses Mabie for experience. Simple as that. The fact that he's actually even a pawn shows, in my opinion anyway, just what type of player he is. Now, you're probably sitting there scratching your head, thinking, why on earth would I name him there? But I think for myself, that experience speaks a lot. Somebody who's been there, and I think he'll offer a lot more to this game. He'll be dynamic, and to be fair with you, that number 14 jersey, I think will look good on him. That's my opinion. And then the last but not least, you got Jack Bird. Again, another player too for the Dragons who can play a different variety of positions. But again, it's just a glue solid player. Somebody who has a lot to give, and I think is in for a big year. But there you go. That is the Dragons there. Now for the Titans. So for the Titans, the king, Tino Fa'asua Maliawi. And again, it just needs to be noted with this night squad here, you're going to notice that a lot of the players named are going to be young players. But again, I think that's probably more of a compliment to their uprising as a young squad, which is pretty good to see. So Tino Fa'asua Maliawi is the king for me. Obviously the captain as well. He, in my opinion, has a good motor, strong player, good defender, rough, loves the violence of the game. But again, he's got a smart play about him as well, I think. And I think having the captaincy role will not only just make him a better player, but also a better person in and off the field. And I think this is exactly the break that he needed. So it's going to be interesting to see how he captains this team. There's a lot here riding on him, being the captain, to deliver. So it's going to be good. It's a good challenge. The Queen, and again, I just need to add, this could have gone either way, to be fair, in my opinion. But the Queen here is Dave Fifita. Dave Fifita, obviously the young second rower. He is an absolute, in terms of ball running, he's probably one of the most exciting to see since Jason Tamarolo, in my opinion, just regarding that position play there. Fast, strong, talented, good motor on him. He, in my opinion, he is the carrier of the squad. He will be an exciting player to watch for this season. And yeah, look, if anything is to go by regarding the All-Stars, we're in for a good year. The rooks I have, Jaden Campbell. Jaden Campbell, for me, brilliant player. The future fullback. He is the fullback. Obviously better than Adrian Brimson, in my opinion, for that fullback position. He has played so well and he's done it so good. He's done it just. I'm looking forward to seeing how he plays this year. I think he's earned the stripes being a rook. He's definitely on the up, that's for sure. But if anything is to go by, he's showing us how important he is for sure, and a big part of the squad. Another player I have here, this might be controversial, but I've got a Patrick Herbert here. And Patrick Herbert, the reason why I've named it, obviously we know what happened last year. There was a bit of a controversy, right? I don't want to go into it too deep, but basically Patrick Herbert had a pass, he didn't pass, game over. Now he's come back this year stronger. And he said words before he played, right? So again, as words, we like to talk at words and actions. But he said he's going to come here and use what happened last year to motivate him. In that All-Stars game against his own teammate, let's be honest now, he proved it. Again, the reason why I have him as a rook is I think he's going to be more important to the squad than even probably Titans fans realize. That's what I think. He's going to be dynamic, this guy, and just watch out for him to make some big try-saving tackles and some very good, important runs. And it's definitely a key piece heading into 2022. My bishops are AJ Brimson. Well, what can I say? He takes on a new position, however, something that's a bit foreign, but again, still that zippy, fast-like play that I think will be very complementary to their already, in my opinion, fast sort of spine that they have with Jaden Campbell in the mix there, and as well as Aaron Clark. AJ Brimson as well is going to bring a bit of experience. Just regarding that general fast plays I mentioned, it's going to be ad-lib. It's going to be interesting to see what type of footy he plays. Is it going to be ad-lib? Is it going to be structured? I'm not too sure, but I think you can't go wrong there when speed is involved. Another one as well for me is Brian Kelly. I am a huge Brian Kelly fan, so it's probably a bit unfair here. But look, I've put him in the bishop position. I do see him as a very high player, very highly regarded. In terms of offense, he's great. In terms of defense, he's getting better. Just in terms of what he offers you with some of those slick lines he runs is second to none in my opinion. The thing about Brian Kelly is we don't really, or in my opinion anyway, he just has this type of agility. He's so agile through the line, I think anyway, and defensively as well, he has a very good instinct on him. But yeah, Brian Kelly for me, absolutely look out for him to be one of the centers, I think anyway, one of the best ones anyway for 2022. In the Knights, for the Knights, I have Jared Wallace. Obviously, we know Jared Wallace, former captain, continual big, strong man. He will continue to be part of that pack as he motivates, leads, and obviously commands a very high quality of footy that he has, that he will hope to reflect onto the players around him. Jared Wallace, his experiences is you can't buy it. What he has, you can't buy it. But again, somebody that I think is integral to have in the team. So looking forward to seeing what he produces. Another one as well is Fotuaika. Fotuaika as well has obviously played representative footy. Was actually a big part of their push anyway, the Titans push. Just a big, strong man overall, similar to Wallace. Just has that tough mentality about him. And again, him and Wallace and the other props as well that they have are going to be very pivotal, especially for Fotuaika as he gets older. You know, with a good motor on him, a strong player will be part of that forward pack, that nasty Titans forward pack that is going to be really hard to overcome, I think, anyway. And again, with Fotuaika as well, just got to realize he's a young player too, right? So I think it's always more experience to be learned. I expect a big year for him, definitely this year. Go to the pawns, I have Aaron Clark. Aaron Clark showed a bit of it during the All-Stars game. Fast, zippy, play the ball, doesn't mind a bit of a run, fluid tackler as well. I'm going to look out for him as well, particularly with that spine, as I mentioned, the AJ Brimson as well as Jaden Campbell. Going to see how that sort of plays. Obviously, you have Sexton as well there in the mix. How's he going to play? How's it going to work out for him? But I think nonetheless, it is a good addition to have. And him being a pawn just shows that he's on the up. And I think he's a good, I think he has all rights to definitely have that hooker position as his. And for the pawn as well, another one is Isaac Liu. Isaac Liu, what can I say about him? You know, Premiership, back-to-back Premiership winner. You know, Roosters just all out great. Basically, I'm sure his name will be spoken highly of in the Roosters for generations to come. Personally, a very good player in my opinion. Strong, tough ball carrier, experience as well, which is important. You add that experience to players, to players, you know, alongside players such as Fifita, Fa'asuama, Leaui, Fotuaika, you know, and then you add that addition of, you know, your Proctors, your Wallaces, as I touched on before. What this team here can gain in terms of knowledge and experience is going to be far beyond what we can comprehend. I think it's a bit of a big push, that one there, but I think we just got to watch out because I think this forward pack here will do a lot more damage than we think. But Isaac Liu is definitely a good addition, and being a pawn as well, even better. It shows you his value can increase, but what a mark to make straight away, in my opinion anyway, off the bat. Alright guys, those are my sort of picks there for League Checkmate. Please feel free to tell me your views, your opinions. Hey, was it good? Was it bad? Am I put in check? Or am I checkmate? Or are you checkmate? Maybe you like what I'm putting down. But in saying that, tell me what you think. Thanks again for tuning in. I appreciate it very much. And just remember, hey, if you like what you saw, and if a team thinks they can do it, what do you have to do? Hold the ball. Take it easy. See you guys next time.